I don't know folks who bull amongst 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers after the name. This may just become Blackout and Friends, I'm not gonna lie, because a lot of the stuff I'm doing currently right now with the homies is on Blackout over there and putting in work. So I kind of want to just get through some of these old videos that I have over here, man, that I still haven't had a chance to put up, man, and get a little Borderlands up over here on the channel, man. Borderlands 2 to be specific, I believe, if memory serves me right. We kind of beat the captain. I beat the first one. I don't know. I'm still a little bit torn with Borderlands. It runs very smooth. It's a loot fest, kind of a grind fest at times, right? Like you have to be a certain level to like do things and stuff like that. Artificially created numerically. The style to me is so unique. You know, this cell shading is, I don't know. It's just really. Obviously, there's been other there's been other cell shaded games, but I'm not sure if to the quality of this. The smoothness that this game runs with has always been, to me, like the #1 most impressive part of it. It's just hella smooth. But it is just way too much. Like, it's information overload, man. And it's not a game that you could really kind of pick up and go. Not that there's like a lot of games that you can even do that. Like, I'm sure if I don't play Blackout for like a month, probably won't be that great at it. But like, I don't know. The intricacies of Call of Duty will always still be there, so I'll at least be alright with it. This game, though, it's like, oh, I use this gun with this gun, and this guy's weak to this thing, maybe sometimes, but then this and that, and I aim here, and this has like this fire load, and like anytime I have to go to the menu to like look 16 times to be like, alright, so like, how does this work, and how does that work, and you go back in, and you're like, I don't even know where I'm at, I don't even know what I'm doing. Now, I feel like, though, if you were like committed to this series and stuff like that, none of what I'm saying is an issue, so knock yourself out. But I'm not the Borderlands crowd, you know. After playing through the first one and playing a little bit of the second one here, like it's not necessarily for me. I think it's a very well done game. I respect it. I think it looks fascinating to me. The smoothness where it runs at, co-op especially, is amazing. Even so, I believe you can play up to 4 players. I've only tried 2, but I'm pretty sure you can play up to 4 players. I can't even imagine how like smooth that runs. I think it's great that they ported it over. And a handsome collection over to the Xbox One and PS4, so everybody can play it over there and whatnot. So, hands down, like, if you like this game, you're doing it right. Like, this game's fire, but it's not my kind of fire. There's just way too much going on over here, man. I'm a simple guy, man. At the end of the day, I think that's my main issue with any of this stuff, man. I'm a simple dude, man. Like, I don't be needing, like, all these numbers, like, popping out of dudes like crazy and stuff like that. I don't be needing trying to figure out like how this armor and how this get up works and how like this gun works with that gun and how this meshes and this superpower over here and this dude over here and yo this dude is dropping over here. But it's hilarious though, because like I never like looked anything up. Like I'm sure if like I looked up stuff in Borderlands I'd understand a little bit better, or I'd even maybe like even find like kind of a modest order of how things work and kind of tips and tricks, you know, to get me like started. But I never looked anything up, man. It'd always be like with the captain, be like, yo, check this out. Oh, this dude just came over here. Like this is just madness. This is what I believe is a boss fight. And it was just madness. Like people would just fly from everywhere. Stuff was coming down. We thought we had it beat, and then like more dudes would show up, and we just be shouting at each other like, "Yo, this is crazy! Like, what's happening, dog? Like, I'm down again. Yo, this is wild. Like, what's up, man? This ain't cool. Hold up, I'm going invisible." And then you know we finish here and we get like a new gun. We'll be like, "Oh, like what's this, yo? I've never even seen this type of gun." And then you're like, "Oh, it's this thing. This is crazy." And I forget, man. There was this. In Borderlands 1, there was like a sniper that I picked up once, and he like picked it up and he didn't like it. And I picked it up and it was endgame for me. Like I used that thing the rest of the way. I was like, yo, this thing is tight, man. So really that's the difference people's styles and whatnot, man. So my bottom line, my bottom review, I'm a lot more positive than I was before. I can tell you that. I like this game. I think it's hot. I don't have the time to commit to it, and it's not necessarily 100% my style, so it's a pass for me right now.